Today we are playing a new game called Rocksmith. I have played this game before, but very little of it. And right now, you might not hear me as much because I'm going to have the controller sit down and the mic sit down while I have my guitar on me. And just give me 2 seconds to find the chord for this thing. But I thought this was a good time than ever to start the broadcast because the cutscene kind of held me up and I didn't want any of it to let you off. Skip the video whenever I get this thing ready. So I will see you if you skip the video.
Now make some noise. Remember, keep strumming harder until you hit the target bar on the calibration.
I'm at.
Now, mute the strings.
You might get loud in here, Mom.
Now make some noise.
Now, mute the strings. Great job. Okay, now tuning. Let's start with a low E string. That's the one that's thickest. Be sure not to hit the other strings when you try. Be sure not to hit the other strings when you try. Now let's do the other strings. The next one down is the A string. It's highlighted in yellow. The next one after that is the D string. It's blue. Be sure not to hit the other strings when you try. Now, the G string in orange. Be sure not to hit the other strings when you try. Be sure not to hit the other strings when you try.
Black people.
The next to last string is the B string. It's green. And finally, the high E string in purple. You want to be on the high E string. You should not hit the other strings when you try. If you're having trouble with it, or just want to go more in depth, check out the help tops. Alright, sounds great. Now, let's play each string one more time, just to double check that you're good to go. Okay, let's get this show on the road and play some actual notes. So this is a note. It's yellow, which means the A string. Remember, the A string is the second thickest one. Now it's coming down the second lane, so you're going to play the second fret. That means you put your finger right here, 2 spaces up. Let's start from the headstock and count the spaces between the metal strips. 1, 2, and that's where your finger goes. When the note gets all the way down to the front of the screen, pick the string to play it. Now, you give it a shot. Press your finger down on the second fret of the A string. When the note reaches the bottom of the screen, play the A string. For now, the note will wait there for you until you play it. Great job! You can also just play the string without pressing anything down. That's called an open note. Check out the horizontal line coming down the screen. That means you play the open string. It's yellow again, so this is an open A. Let's go ahead and play that open A. Like before, we'll wait for you to find the right note. Nice. Now, let's try playing a few notes in a row. A run of notes like this.
One second. I've got to message this chat. It's not working for me. Sorry.
Don't worry if you miss a note. We'll wait for you to find the right one. Sounds like you're in the wrong place. Move down a fret. Be sure you're on the right fret. I think you're on the wrong string there.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Sounds like you're getting the hang of it.
not terrible.
The missions help guide you through the game, and by completing them, you earn points towards some pretty cool prizes. As a rhythm guitarist, you're going to be playing a lot of chords. So before we jump into a full song, let's take a minute to cover how chords are played. Lessons.
If you guys want these, I'm gonna do all of them.
Let's take a minute to get your strap attached and adjusted just right. Most guitars have 2 metal buttons for connecting your strap. There's usually one at the bottom and one here at the opposite corner. Not all guitars have the strap buttons in these exact locations, so you might have to adjust accordingly. Now, let's attach the strap to the bottom button. If your strap has this thing you slide to adjust the length, you might want to attach the end closest to that thing to the bottom, so it doesn't dig into your shoulder. Then you just attach the other end to the other button. Make sure the strap doesn't fold back over the button or get twisted up. You want the strap to lay flat. The slits in the strap might be a little tight, so it might be tough to squeeze the buttons through at first, especially if the strap's new. Now, just take a minute to adjust the strap. Once it's in a good place, you're ready to rock.
That's that. Now this one I might use because I've already got my strap good.
To play standing, you'll want a guitar strap attached. The strap goes over your shoulder and around your back, and the guitar just rests against your stomach. It might be tempting to try playing with your guitar hanging extremely low or high, but that can get uncomfortable fast. You want the guitar somewhere between chest and stomach level, with the neck tilted slightly upwards. You might need to adjust the strap to get a good angle. Let the strap do the work. You don't want to be holding the guitar up while you're trying to play. Now, let your forearm rest lightly against the edge of the guitar, and you're ready to play. Of course, everybody's different, so that exact position and angle of the guitar will vary from person to person. If playing feels awkward or hurts, you might want to stop and adjust.
In these videos, I'm probably not going to be talking that much. Owen. While sitting down, picking.
Let's start with the most basic part of picking technique, how to hold the pick. Rest the pick right on the last knuckle of your index finger. Then just let your thumb rest on top of the pick. You don't have to squeeze too hard. You want the pick to be able to pivot a bit between the fingers as it picks the strings. There are two huge things to keep in mind when it comes to picking notes on the guitar. Number one is no tension. If you play with tension, you'll get tired faster. You'll make more mistakes, and if you do it long enough, you can do real damage to yourself. So keep it relaxed. If you feel yourself tensing up, take a break, shake it out, and start over. Number two is what we call economy of motion. That just means you don't do any more than you have to. Even the thickest guitar strings are only a fraction of an inch thick, so you just need a very tiny motion to get your pick from one side of the string to the other. No need to overdo it. Let's start with a basic downstroke. That just means you pick down through the string. Start with the pick above the string you want to pick. You can rest on the string until you're actually ready to play it. Now, push the pick right through it. Pick and then rest on the next string down. Now, when you learn upstrokes too, you'll be able to play twice as many notes with the same motion. An upstroke is exactly what it sounds like. All the motion happens at the wrist. It's just a tiny rotation, not a huge movement. And remember, when you're playing electric guitar, you don't have to pick it hard to make it loud. That's the amp's job. Now, when it comes to picking, one of the best things you can learn starting out is alternate picking. That just means you're going to pick down, up, down, up, down, up all the time. The key is that you're always going down, up, up. Even if you leave a note out, your hand still keeps going down and up, just as if you had played a note there anyway. You'd also keep this going if you did a hammer-on or pull-off or something like that. You don't pick the string on the hammer-on, but your picking hand still goes up on that note, just as if you had played it, so when it's time to play a downstroke, you're ready to go. This is how you get to where you can play those fast passages with lots of notes. It's not the only approach to picking out there, but it's definitely the best place to start, and a good habit to pick up early on.
This is real. Oh, I remember that. I remember that.
When we talk about shifting, you just mean moving your hand up and down the neck to different positions. Before we get to that, let's take a quick sec and get to know your guitar a little better. Most guitars use dots or some other kind of inlay to mark certain frets. They're usually marked on both the fretboard and the upper side of the neck. The first dot is usually on the 3rd fret. Go ahead and find that on your guitar. Let's just play the 3rd fret on the low E string, the thickest string, highlighted in red. Try it at your own pace. Sweet. There'll probably also be dots or inlays on the 5th, 7th, and 9th frets. Let's find those. Awesome. Nice one. Excellent. Next one up is the 12th fret, usually marked with a double dot. The 12th fret is special because notes 12 frets apart are what we call an octave higher. That means it's the same note, just at a higher pitch. Same thing with the 3rd and 15th frets, 12 frets apart, so it's another octave. Notice the dot pattern above the 12th fret just repeats the pattern from the lower frets. The dots above the 12th fret are the 15th, 17th, 19th, and 21st. Don't worry, as you play more, these fret numbers will become second nature. You'll be able to quickly tell which upper dots are an octave higher than the lower ones. Try it now.
Awesome.
You got that one down. Nailed it.
Dog with the 19.
Now here's a riff that will take some shifting to play. Here's the riff again. Listen to it, then play it. Okay, try playing it now. Let's try that again. Nicely done. Here's another one with a little more shifting to it. Here's that riff again, but let's just listen to it. You can play after that. Now your turn.
Ah, come on.
Let's try that again. That was awesome.
Didn't sound awesome.
Okay, now let's put it all together in a song. Here
What?
goes. Perfect performance.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. That was hard. Oh yeah.
Okay, let's talk about sustains. You play a sustain just like any other note, but instead of cutting it off, let it ring out. Now you try it. Perfect. Here's a riff with that sustain in it. Here's that riff again, but let's just listen to it. You can play after that.
Oh dang.
Now your turn.
Dang it. Dang it.
Let's try that again.
There we go.
That was awesome. Okay, now let's put it all together in a song.
Oh great.
Here goes.
Not a little bit of water to it. Bomb baby, bomb baby.
Perfect performance.
Yeah. Whenever there's no other music, it's pretty bad.
Right, time for some slides. Slides are pretty straightforward. Just play a note like usual. You keep your finger pressed down and slide up to the next note.
Oh, it's gonna slide. Oh, I see what I'm doing there.
Try it at your own pace.
Nice.
Now let's try sliding it down back. We'll use a different finger this time. This is pretty much the same thing we just did, but in reverse. Give it a shot. Let's use that slide to play a riff. Here's the riff again. Listen to it, then play it. Okay, you play now.
I can't do that!
Let's try that again.
Wait,
Here's that riff again.
I'm trying to figure out which one is yellow first.
Let's try it again. A little slower.
Ah. That's okay. Sorry, it won't go slow. Now that I know which
Alright,
notes
time
are.
for some slides. Alright, time for some slides. Slides are pretty straightforward. Just play a note like usual. Keep your finger pressed down and slide up to the next note. Try it at your own pace. You're not quite sliding far enough. This goes all the way up to the 5th fret. Be sure you're on the right fret.
I am on the rock, right?
Nailed it!
I didn't know
Now let's try sliding down the neck. We'll use a different finger this time. This is pretty much the same thing we just did, but in reverse. Try it at your own pace. Nailed it.
Alright, buddy.
Alright, let's use that slide to play a riff. Listen to this riff one more time before you play it. Play it now.
Ah! I did too early.
Let's try that again. Here's that riff again.
Ow!
Let's try it again. A little slower.
I do it?
Let's slow that down, then build up your speed. Let's slow it down for a minute.
I'm a beginner.
Let's try it again. A little slower. Let's try that again. that another shot. Let's try that again.
What?
Good. Now a little faster.
That's just to do it.
Here's that rip again.
Oh! You sucker! This slide.
Let's give that another shot. Nice. Back to full speed now.
Great. Missed one.
Let's try that again.
Ah. No, 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 no.
Here's that rip again. Let's slow it down for a minute.
What? How did I miss it?
Let's try it again, a little slower.
Damn. Just gonna play something again.
Here's that rip again.
How did I miss that?
Let's give that another shot.
You know it's all supposed to be slides? Not all this other stuff?
Let's try that again. Here's that rip again. Let's give that another shot.
Tap it, man. It's not easy. I'm not telling you good.
I think you're trying, and that's what's good. I think you're doing really
Let's
good.
try that again.
I'm proud of you.
This time it's just a little bit faster.
Great. Keep going. Here's that rip again.
Here's one. Dang it.
Let's give that another shot. give that another shot.
Blah, 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 blah.
Let's try that again. Here's that riff again. Let's give that another shot.
Please tell me I got that.
Now let's try that at full speed.
I do it, I do it.
Outstanding.
I got better.
Now let's play another riff that has two lines, one going up and one going down. Here's the riff again. Listen to it, then play it. Play it now. Try that again.
This might be a bit hard.
Here's that riff again.
What?
Let's try that again. Here's that riff again. Let's slow that down and build up your speed.
Got it. Missed one.
Let's try that again.
Dang it, I hit the wrong string.
Here's that riff again.
What happens?
Let's give that another shot.
I'm trying to fish him for that.
Let's try that again. Here's that riff again. Great work. Now, let's try that again at full speed. Let's try that again. Here's that riff again. Let's slow that down and build up your speed. Let's try that again. Here's that riff again.
That's a lot of practice.
Sure does. Did I do it?
Now a little faster.
Yeah, I can. I'm focused on this string, but then I
Let's
do
give that another shot.
Let me try.
Now I'm dead.
Let's play it at full speed now.
Okay, thank you. I want to have full speed.
Outstanding.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
15 more minutes.
now let's put it all together in a song. Here goes.
What? I'm scared.
Great performance.
Great performance. Excellent.
My ankles. Ben's. Are Ben's hard for you?
Yes.
Oh no. Did you do the left thing?
Okay, one of the most typical guitar sounding things you can do is bending the strings.
Oh, I remember this.
Bending the string makes the notes pitch higher. The more you bend, the higher it goes. For now, let's just do a little one.
Oh yeah, baby.
Give it a shot.
11. Give me a second.
You sure you're on the right fret? You sure you're on the right fret?
6 off.
You sure you're on the right fret? This bend starts on the 11th fret of the G string. Not quite. Let's review this a little further. Here's another video. Start with your third finger here on the 11th fret of the G string. You're going to use your ring finger for this, so that your first and second fingers can help push the string up. That'll give you a lot more control. It won't be so hard on your finger. The tricky thing with bends is to be sure you land on the right note. Bend too little or too much, and hit the wrong note, which won't sound so good. Take a second and listen to the note you're trying to hit. That's the note you want to hear when you get to the top of your bend. Now you try it. You sure you're on the right fret? This bend starts on the 11th fret of the G string. You sure you're on the right fret?
You guys are starting really angry because I'm on the right one. I'm doing the same thing.
There's the hardest thing to do. I think. One of the hardest.
I'm doing that.
You sure you're on the right fret? You didn't bend it quite that far. You've got the right idea. Sounds like you're starting in the right place. Let's come back to this. Here's an in-depth video. Start with your third finger here on the left fret of the G string.
I'm using this finger.
You're going to use your ring finger for this, so your first and second fingers can help push the string.
That's why I am.
That'll give you a lot more control.
Pluck it, then you
It's so
bend it.
hard on your finger.
Oh.
The tricky thing with bends is to be sure you land on the right note. Bend too little or too much, and hit the wrong note, which won't sound so good. Take a second and listen to the note you're trying to hit. That's the note you want to hear when you get to the top of your bend. Now you try
I'm
it.
just cutting off. That's all I'm doing.
You sure you're on the right fret?
How do you not cut it off at the same time?
You sure you're on the right fret? This bend starts on the 11th fret of the G string. You sure you're on the right fret? You sure you're on the right fret?
Because I'm doing it.
You sure you're on the right fret?
All I'm doing is cutting off. How do I get out of here? This is ridiculous.
You're ready to apply this to a practice track now. Here goes.
I'm doing it and it's not.
I know, it does it to me sometimes too.
It just cuts it off. Yes. I'm not doing it. Camera. Might do 8 more minutes of this now.
You can really spice up your playing with your hammer-ons and Let's take hammer-ons for starters. After you play one note, you can play another one by just pressing the hammer and picking it. Play it. Let's try that again. Here's that riff again. That was good. Let's put that hammer on into a riff. Here's the riff again. Listen to it, then play it. Now your turn.
How about this? Just focus on the yellow
Let's
one.
try that again.
Okay.
The 2 and the 4. You're going to have to use 2 fingers. You know with this little, see that little arrow?
Here's that riff again.
Yeah.
Watch out. So 2. So pluck it once. Pluck the yellow one.
Slow it down for a minute.
That's what that means to do. Did you hear that real quick? Do it
I
again.
know it's on you.
It'll just keep doing it. No, do it. Pluck it one time. Hear that change?
Yeah.
Ready now. See me do that?
Let's try that
Watch my
again.
hands. Watch my hand. Plug it. See what I'm doing? That's what that means. Only one plug.
Here's that riff again.
You can't do it. No, it's not gonna work like that. You're gonna have to do it the other way.
But I can't.
Listen, you're gonna have to put this finger right
Let's
here.
give that another shot.
That finger right there, and let this one left.
Sorry.
Hit it. Do it again. One more time.
Let's try that
That's
again.
it.
That's just too hard for me. That's just too hard for me. Which one's the blue string?
Now your turn.
Let me get my guitar.
Let's try that again.
Skip the exit.
Here's that riff again. Let's try it again, a little slower.
Hey. Don't pay attention. Watch me for a second.
Let's try that again.